to get out there and to put in the hours that these girls put in, you have to love it. You have to have a passion for it, because if you're doing it just as a, I guess, on a business side, when you go out there, you're not going to bring the same type of energy.
Cheerleaders root on their team, the players, and the crowd, and many of them are living their childhood dream. But tonight, we go beyond the sidelines and into the world of professional cheerleading. There is a new lawsuit and controversy over what cheerleaders are paid. Here's Fox 32's Tisha Lewis.
Well, cheerleaders make the sport look easy and glamorous, and for many it is. A lifelong passion they would not trade. Now all eyes are on the sport for another reason: cheerleader pay. They are one of the most recognizable fixtures in sports, cheerleaders.
I mean, it's amazing to be here in the United Center and perform in front of 22,000 people.
In Chicago, we have the Luvabulls. Their smile, synchronized moves, and swag pump up the United Center.
The Luvabulls are iconic.
We perform on that court with sprained ankles, bruised knees, everything, just like the players do. So we go out there every game giving 100%.
For decades, cheerleaders have supported their teams on and off the court, field, and even the ice. Now there is a growing movement online and on social media demanding the NFL pay its cheerleaders a living wage. Luvabulls Cheerleaders Co-Captain Kafi Thompson says she's heard about it.
It's dancing at night, so I think you know, the part-time position is completely adequate and fair.
The reason why I started this petition is because of my 14-year-old daughter. We were at one of her Santa Monica Vikings football games when one of the cheer parents there asked, "What is the salary of an NFL cheerleader?"
Most NFL and NBA cheerleaders make somewhere between $60 and $200 per game. Diane Todd's Change.org petition to the Broncos and Seahawks owners has more than 50,000 signatures. She started it last month before a former cheerleader filed this lawsuit against the Raiders for reportedly breaking a laundry list of labor laws, including failure to pay.
Should the NFL be worried?
I think the answer is yes. For all that extra time and all the extra things that cheerleaders have to do and are not getting reimbursed for or compensated for, you're looking at probably $5 an hour.
Even so, attorney Daliah Saper says the supply outweighs the demand.
There's so many people who are willing to sacrifice a decent hourly wage and who are even willing to work for free in order to be affiliated with the games.
Most, including Thompson, who has cheered for 7 years, have jobs outside of cheerleading.
I work for a wine and spirit supplier.
Well, they have a lot of connections and things that you can do after you finish dancing because of all the people you've met and all of the things that you've done.
Decades ago, the Honey Bears cheerleaders earned $25 per game. The Chicago Bears dissolved its cheerleading team in the mid-1980s.
Can a professional sports team afford minimum wage? The answer is yes.
200 women stand outside in a line to compete for 20 spots to become a Chicago Luvabulls. So at the end of that rigorous process, you have to love this.
On Facebook, our fans have mixed feelings. Deborah says, I agree, it's a pathetic paycheck, but it's a launch pad, really. Why else would they do it? They know what they're getting into. But Scott says they should be making at least minimum wage for all mandatory job-related time for games and practices. The NFL had no comment on cheerleader pay or the wage lawsuit filed. Most cheerleaders say they don't do it for the money, but rather the love of dance and sports fuels their passion to cheer. Dawn, many of the team's players make millions, and a professional team mascot makes anywhere between $35,000 and $55,000 a year.
And more in Chicago. So I know that this cheerleader issue will get some attention now that a lawsuit has been filed. So.
All eyes are watching, and we're told that there could be more lawsuits coming.
All right. Tisha, thanks.